Hey guys, Robbie here from CrossFit South Bend with another edition of Amy's Treat Corner. Amy, what are we going to be making today?
We are making some lime cheesecakes. Not your everyday cheesecake that you might think of with all that rich cream cheese in it, but actually the ingredient for this cheesecake to make it that creaminess is some cashews and coconut cream. But before we get that, we got to make the yummy crust. Because we know cheesecake has maybe like a graham cracker crust, so this is going to be a little different. We are going to take 1.5 cups of almonds, and I'll just have you throw in the rest of them there. And as you can see, I went ahead and used slivered almonds already kind of chopped up, so I wouldn't have to work so hard chopping them up. It's still whole and natural. And then we're going to take 10 to 12 dates that we've soaked in warm water for about 10 minutes. And that's it. Then we're going to put our little lid on. Always takes us a minute to figure that thing out. And while Robbie is going to be pulsing this up and blending it, I'm going to try to make some of our filling actually. So good. And as he is, I'm going to have him pause just for a second, and I'm going to show you the cashews. It's 2.5 cups of cashews. Now, the secret to making these cashews nice and soft is you soak them in cold water overnight. So I started this process around like 10 o'clock last night, and obviously we're not making it until the next day, but you can even soak them a little bit longer. Don't soak them too long because they get stale and yucky and smelling. I've done it before.
Oh, wow.
Wasn't a good thing. I had to throw them all away. So just make it one night, maybe two, and that's it, okay? Drain them really well, and then you're just gonna put them all into a blender here. And then I'm going to take coconut cream. Actually, I'll just have Robbie put that coconut cream in. Nice. And once again, this is, remember, we talked about before the coconut milk in a can, and that cream is that top part of it, and the liquid is down in the bottom. So I just took the top of the cream off of it, and you can add in a little bit of that water if you'd like to. So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna have Robbie finish. She's pulsing this up here, is do that. Let's check the consistency of that, Robbie. And those lids hard every now and then. I'm gonna take that for you. And our nice blade here. Oh, that's nice. You can see the consistency is nice and thick. And what I'm gonna have Robbie do now is in a pan, and I just take muffin tins, muffin liners I should say, and put them in there, and then he's gonna scoop it out. I'll do the first one for you, how about that? Take your little muffin scoop, ice cream scoop, and you're gonna do a full scoop in each one. So I'm gonna have him finish that, and then you can take, this is actually a juicer, like a lime, orange juice, grapefruit juicer, but the end of it makes a great tool as to pushing down or pressing down something as for a crust in the bottom of your pan. Makes it easy.
Awesome.
So while you're doing that, I'm gonna finish up our filling.
Perfect.
Okay, so we got our 2.5 cups of cashews soaked overnight, a 1/2 cup of the coconut cream with a little bit of that water mixed in, 1/4 cup of coconut oil. Now remember, coconut oil comes solid, so just measure it out, put it in your microwave, and it becomes liquid. And then I have 1/2 cup of honey. This is the great sweetener to this. I like honey a lot. I just get the natural honey, and if it's good, you know, a beekeeper? I know a couple of beekeepers, but if you do know some who actually does bees, get it from them. It's going to be cheaper, and it will taste delicious. I promise. Straight from the beehive, it is very good. Okay, next we have our last ingredient for the filling is 3 limes, zested and juiced. So have you ever zested a lime before, Robbie?
I have, actually.
You have?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to show you guys. I have this little zesting tool. They have the big one, which someday I'd really like to get, where they...
Microplane.
Yeah, that microplane. I've actually never had one, but I'd like to. But this little tool works great too on the edge. And zesting it means the outside of it. And you're going to get these nice shavings off of your lime or lemon. This really adds in a lot of flavor. You can't taste the peel of it, you know, when it's in something, but it just adds
yeah, you can smell it.
You can smell it, right? I can see it coming up, but it is so fresh. Here's a tip with limes or lemons. If you want to get extra juice out of it, I asked you this earlier, right? Do you remember?
Yeah.
What is it?
Microwave it.
Microwave it. Put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and it's gonna feel nice and warm, and you'll feel that it's a little more soft. So I'm gonna cut it in half and just kind of show you guys. If you don't have a juicer, you know, if you don't have one of those automatic ones, come on, CrossFit people, use your muscles, right?
Exactly.
Come on, use a hand one. So I'm just gonna take that in there, and I just turn and twist, and I'll squeeze, and I'll just keep doing that, and you'll get a lot more out of there actually. But so this is 3 limes zested and their juice. So I'm gonna put that in there. Oh, you did a nice job with that, Robbie.
Oh, thanks.
So what this looks like, they're pushed up inside on the bottoms. That's gonna be our crust for our cheesecake. Put this in your freezer for like 10 minutes or so while you're doing your crust. So we're gonna actually put it in the freezer for a little bit while we finish our filling. So we're gonna add this on. Robbie's got the top of it. And we're gonna stir that together.
I'm gonna pulse
Yeah,
it.
go ahead and just keep blending it.
Okay.
I will tell you, this takes a little bit longer, not too long, but you do want it creamy.
Yeah.
Well, not chunks of cashews tasting in there. You might have a little bit. Okay, let's pull that off and see what it looks like. So I can kind of show our audience of viewers. So it's still, you can see, kind of lumpy. So we're just gonna cream it just a little bit longer, just to kind of show you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I had fun kind of creating different flavors or thinking about what I wanted to do for this treat corner. And cheesecake's just nice, light, summer. These are really filling though. One's good for me.
Yeah.
I liked it.
It's a really good combo of ingredients.
I think so too. And 5 ingredients.
Yeah.
5 ingredients, you can't beat that for cheesecake.
No.
So, okay, let's check that. Good. So as you can see, just in those few seconds there, it already is smooth.
Yeah,
It's gotten a lot smoother. So depending on your texture and what you like, you can emulsify it some more, and it'll get even creamier if you want. And just take out your little blender there. I don't have a Vitamix. Do you have a Vitamix blender?
I don't. Not
I know some people do.
Yeah. I've heard really good things.
I have too.
My dad has one.
Oh, I've heard lots of them, but you know what? This one works pretty good.
Yeah.
So let's say these have been in for 10 minutes. Even if not, it's okay. Don't panic on me. So I'm gonna take my scoop again, my little muffin scoop, and all I'm gonna do is you just go ahead and you scoop it on top. And I want you to see that you fill it all the way. Now, we're doing a shorter version of this, and I only have 6, but this recipe will do 12. Okay, so you just regular muffin 10, do all 12, fill it to the top. Okay, you wanna see the finished product?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay, let's come on over. So right over here, we have our lime cheesecakes. And what I did on top, Robbie, was take a little bit of date sugar. And I sprinkled that on top. Another cool thing that you could do is take one of these limes, thinly slice it, and just decorate with decoration on top if you wanted to do that too. Be creative. I like to be creative and think, so I think they're really good. Do you want to taste one?
Sure.
Okay. They're really cute too when you pour them out. Look, you can even see the zest, the little zest from the rind.
Your own little personal cheesecake.
Yeah, your personal cheesecake. And the almond crust with the dates.
That's really good.
I like it a lot. I like it because it's that cold.
Yeah, it's
Has
very
just
light.
enough, very light.
Yeah, and it's got that brightness to it from the lime.
Yeah. There you go. Lime cheesecakes.
Awesome. All right, guys. So another edition of Amy's Treat Corner in the books. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.